Welcome back to Storytime. I'm Miss Joanna. Today's book is The Owl Who Asks Why. It is written by Michelle Andersen and illustrated by Ayesha Rubio. This book is new to the library and I just love the pictures in it. And it was a fun story to read. It's about an owl who asks why. I thought owls only asked, who, who. You're going to have to read this book with me to find out what's going on with this owl. I hope you like it. The Owl Who Asks Why. Late at night, when all was quiet, Little Owl asked, "Why don't all animals stay awake at night?" "Owls don't ask why," said Mama Owl. "Why?" "Owls ask who," said Mama Owl. "Why?" "It's just who they are," said Mama Owl. "Why?" Little Owl continued asking, "Why is a group of owls called a parliament? Why can't all birds turn their heads like this? Why do we regurgitate after eating?" The other owls laughed when they heard Little Owl. Who ever heard of an owl asking why? Meanwhile, deep in the woods, near the aspen tree grove, Little Wolf asked, "When will I be able to explore on my own?" "Wolves don't ask when," said Papa Wolf. "Since when?" "Wolves ask how," said Papa Wolf. "Not when? It's just how it's done," said Papa Wolf. "When can I ask when?" Little Wolf continued asking, "When will I no longer be a pup? When is it my turn to be the alpha? When do I get to mark my territory?" The other wolves laughed when they heard Little Wolf. How embarrassing! A wolf asking when. Little Owl overheard their taunting. "Why are you laughing?" she asked the pack. The wolves howled even harder. Little Owl and Little Wolf fled to their favorite tree. "Why do they always tease us?" Little Owl asked. "I don't know." "When will they understand us?" Little Wolf muttered. With the moon so high in the deep dark sky, the nighttime melody began. Possum approached Little Owl and said, "Pardon me, Little Owl, but what's that you say?" "Why? I just want to know what you said." "Why?" explained the Little Owl. "Well, I beg your pardon," replied Possum. He stomped away stewing. Skunk stepped forward toward Little Wolf and said, "Little Wolf, what did I hear you say?" "When?" "Just now." "When?" explained Little Wolf. "Oh, forget it," said Skunk, and he strode away fuming. "They'll never understand us," said Little Wolf. "Why do we put up with it?" asked Little Owl. "I wish we could find a place to ask whatever we want." "Why didn't I think of that? Let's go." "Really?" Little Wolf asked. "When?" "Now, follow me." Little Owl flew deep into the forest. She glided over gullies. She soared across the sky. Beneath her, Little Wolf bounded over boulders. He sprang across a stream. He climbed the steepest cliff. Little Owl and Little Wolf traveled all night, calling out whatever they wanted. But when the sun rose, they paused. Nothing looked familiar in the daylight. "I'm tired and I want to go home," said Little Owl. "I miss my pack and I'm a tiny bit scared," admitted Little Wolf. The two friends were lost. "None of this would have happened if we asked the same questions as everyone else," said Little Wolf. Little Owl sighed and then called, "Ooh!" Little Wolf joined in with a howl. They hooted and howled as long as they could, but they were too far from home to be heard. We'll never get home, cried Little Wolf. We can't give up, said Little Owl. Why don't we retrace our steps? Who got here first? You. It took me forever to climb that cliff, the Little Wolf shouted. I see paw prints. When were they made? They're fresh, he said. They're mine. Where do they lead? Asked Little Owl. They followed the tracks to the stream. Why do they disappear? She wondered. Because I crossed the water, said Little Wolf. What now? Look, the boulders, called Little Owl. We're almost home. How can you be sure? Because I see our forest. Then Little Owl and Little Wolf heard something familiar. Who has seen our little owl? Who can tell me where she went? How far did Little Wolf go? How will we find him? A hoot and a how, said Little Owl. Where? Asked Little Wolf. Follow me. We were worried about you, said Papa Wolf. How come you didn't come home? We were lost. Who showed you the way home? Asked Mama Owl. We asked our own questions and found our way home. Mama Owl and Papa Wolf considered this. Then Papa Wolf asked, when did you become so brave? And Mama Owl said, why didn't you tell us about your adventure? Now, when the moon rises high in the deep dark sky, a new nighttime melody begins. Who, how, when, why, where? The end.